I can't believe the holiday's already over. So I'm gonna bring you a quick real estate market update. In the first 90 seconds, we're gonna talk about just what's going on. After that, I'm gonna go into all the numbers. I know a lot of you don't care about those numbers, so let's talk about just the high level details first. I've got my Mr. Rogers neighborhood sweater on, and I'm ready to tell you what's going on. First of all, the amount of buyer demand right now, our MLS called it insatiable. So I'm not really too familiar exactly with the definition of insatiable, but I think it means really, really high demand. So typically we see the buyer demand fall off in Thanksgiving, December, Christmas, that sort of thing. This year, didn't happen. We actually had pretty much more sales happening during the holiday than we did prior to the holiday, which never has happened before. That's the biggest takeaway here. Let's get into the numbers right now. So the active homes, the ones that you could go get in your car, go out and buy. What it's showing is that not many people are listing. So we actually went from 300 to 200. We were last month 164 active residential homes in Thurston County to 136. So what I anticipate happening is because of the pandemic, because of the holiday period, I don't think that number will ever be lower. What we'll see is next month that number start to increase again. So year over year, so this time last year, between then and now, it's a 48% drop, but we'll see next month. I believe it's gonna go back up. So pending houses are the ones that have a mutual contract, but you may still see the sign in the yard. And so those are the same thing. Still a lot going pending, but overall a downward slide in terms of the overall number. If we're talking month by month, that is totally normal. We go into November, December, and we see less of those. Okay, so we went from in the 400s to 407 to now 344. So that represents about a 15% drop, but only a 4% drop over last year. What does that mean? Okay, what it means is there's still a lot of people buying homes. There is just less than there were in the summer. All right, here's where it gets really interesting and where the rubber meets the road. All right, people that closed escrow on homes, like how many closed, how many people moved into homes in December in Thurston County. What's really weird is there's more, and I've never seen this happen. And this is what we call that insatiable buyer demand. So last month when I ran these numbers, we had closed 469 homes. This month when I ran these numbers, we had closed 471, which I would never expect. Think about it, Christmas, you know, what are you doing? You're usually with family, you're on the couch, you're at home, you're hanging out. This month in November, it means that a bunch of people were out shopping for houses still during the pandemic. So we didn't expect this to happen. It's a 19% increase over last year's numbers in the amount of people that closed homes. Pretty wild. People always ask how quickly the homes sell. It's fast. It's been fast for a long time. What are the actual numbers? So it's trending quicker. Every month I see it go like a day faster on average. So it went from 7 to 6 to now 5 days the average home sells if it's priced right and everything like that. It's pretty wild. So the other thing is how many people have to go through the home before it actually goes under contract. And you'd think it'd only be one, right? The market's so great. We've actually seen that number go up and up and up and up. So right now in Thurston County, it's went from 12, 13, 14 to now it's 17 different sets of people coming through before the house goes under contract. Not a bad thing. If you are looking to sell, we've had to get a little creative. We've had to get, allow some people to leave town while their home's being shown and things like that because it gets a little crazy. But the reality is, if you're looking to sell, it has probably never been a better time with that amount of people coming through that are potential buyers. Most people who watch market updates do own homes and they want to know what their house is worth. It's kind of funny, right? Here's what you need to know. The prices are continuing to go up. If you look at the actual stat, it's bouncing around, depends month to month. But what we're seeing is right about now, the average home is worth $430,000 in Thurston County. And so what we anticipate happening, and it's not just me, it's a lot of the real estate, people out there, expect it to go up in the next year. So that's what you need to know. Increases, debatable, 8 to 15% is what I see mostly. That is the forecast, but this past month, it has stayed relatively flat. We're still seeing lots of multiple offer situations, so I anticipate that number to just continue to kind of build on itself into the spring. All of this just leads to a good market for selling. Most people are confused about how they can buy at the same time. It is not as hard as you think. If you have some information about your specific situation, you want a virtual idea of what your home is worth, any of those things, feel free to visit our website, AaronThomasHometeam.com, or DM me. Be more than happy to set that up for you.